Joining me now from Sydney for our regular Words Matter segment, resident wordsmith, author and broadcaster Kel Richards. Kel, you know, he used a lot of lovely phrases there. It was almost like you were talking, well, you was talking to a Brit from another age, but you know, tomorrow there will be a good day, all this sort of keep calm and carry on stuff synonymous with the Second World War. Tell us a little bit about wartime vernacular, because it used a lot last year, particularly out of the UK, but here in Australia too.
Yep. Look, it's actually very important, because behind what you're asking is a whole theory about what language does to us and how we use it. There's a branch of linguistics called general semantics, and they argue that the way we talk about the world actually colours the way we see it. What we say controls how we see the world functioning. So people from Sir Tom's generation, they talked about optimism and determination and responsibility. And by talking about it, it made them more optimistic, more determined, more responsible. So when Tom says, you know, tomorrow will be a good day, he is weaponising optimism. It's like Vera Lynn's song, We'll Meet Again. When people in the First and Second World War were separated on the home front and the battlefront, to say we'll meet again is an expression of optimism that they lived with, and it was the way they saw the world. You quoted that poster, keep calm and carry on. It's what they did in those days. You just knuckled down and you did it. Now, it reflected them, but it also coloured how they saw the world. They saw the world as a place that didn't give you everything on a plate. They were facing the might of Nazi Germany, the military machine that had conquered the whole of Europe, and until the Americans finally joined in, they were doing it alone, and they didn't give in. There was a bulldog spirit there, expressed in exactly that language. There was a famous poster during the war that said, dig for peace. What it meant was dig up your front lawn and plant potatoes. You know, you do what you can do to keep going. There was one that said something like, wear it out, make do. In other words, you know,
make do and mend. Make do and mend, it was.
Exactly, that sort of thing. So that was that generation. Now, if you contrast that with later generations, you can see not only is it reflecting a different way of thinking, but it's colouring how they see the world. So the hippie generation wanted to tell us to hang loose and do your own thing. Now, that was how they were seeing the world as a world which was going to support them while they did whatever they wanted to do. Their grandchildren, that we talk about as, you know, being snowflakes and so on, the phrases that are the equivalent of the sort of phrases that dominated Sir Tom's life are phrases like trigger warning, safe space, or hate speech, because they're all terrified of someone saying something they disagree with. The problem with using that language...
we've become quite passive and victim mentality, haven't we?
Exactly, exactly. And when they use those expressions, it reinforces the idea that the world's against me, I'm going to be oppressed, I need to be protected all the time. So the way we talk is really important. What Sir Tom and his generation did helped them cope with the world. And if we talk in the right way, we will cope better.
Right, I want to come back to you next week. I've run out of time, but I've got a bee in my bonnet about the animal activist group stealing my name, and now they're trying to get into all our turn of phrase, but we'll save it for next week. Kel Richards, great to talk to you as always.
Talk to you then. Bye.